some money to go to a good school like this, and have your degree. Sure, that's not much.
Yeah, just straight back to the fire. Because all you think about that one. That one was awesome. That one was but you can push that one a little further back up. Or get some of the fans.
You have weighted ones? Yes, sir. I have a minute. I bought them right after David showed them. I had a game with David where he was going to be my center.
Really?
Yeah, on Wednesday. At fucking Queens College. It was going to be perfect for me. And then guess what? They're like, are you guys good with 9:45?
Kickoff PM?
Yeah. But it's like a couple blocks away. First time ever. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'll be home soon. And then they're like, yeah, so but temporary change, blah blah. So about 3 days later, yesterday or this morning actually, I get a text from him. He's like, so you're good for 9:45? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, actually they moved it back to 8. I was like, all right. And he was like, in Newark. And I was like,
no way. Jesus Christ.
So then I'm literally about to tell. I was like, Lee, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
And then apparently he just understood me in the game because he definitely knew.
No.
And then I texted David. I was like, David, what the fuck? Are you going to Newark? No fucking way. He was like, what do you got?
Check it out.
Captain, please.
He was like,
Guys, what's going on? Hey, we're doing warm up here.
I got it inside.
That's 45, right?
Yeah, I want captain.
Okay.
Yeah, starting at 40.
Get our warm up. Give us 6 minutes.
Yep. You got it. I just need captain. How you doing?
113. That cheap plastic makes it feel like it's
Yes, I did.
David moved with his girlfriend. Well, wife. He moved to 2 blocks away from me now.
Really?
He's on like 34th Ave and like 211.
Well, that is.
I don't know. I was like, you better invite me over.
Fight!
Carpet as well.
Fight! Yeah, I'll let you know. You confirm with me. Yeah, I'll slash you. So let me know if you think it's right. If not, yeah. We'll take it. They're doing the final walk out. I'm punching. See you soon.
Yeah. Stretch just in case.
Get really fucking low.
I'm jealous. Go.
Give me the black and white book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
What do you mean? That's a superstar right there.
Doxa! Rojas, you like that move, right?
I see.
Becomes. Go Doxa!
Hey, hey, hey!
We're up.
Leave it now. Get our shape,
So easy to see when you're done.
Second! Hey, toe. Hold, turn.
Don't let him get out.
No, it's out, Hey. Good referee. Don't let him influence you, ref. Thank you.
Come on, it was out.
Ref, thank you, ref.
Watch the line, get off the line so you can switch.
advantage, boys. Let's go. Hey, Camille.
Just be there, Saeed, be there.
Hey, attack the ball! Attack the ball!
Johnny, size for size, John Sable! Size for size! Jack! Get there, Jack! Yes, sir! Help! Stay back!
Go, Saeed, take it, Vasily, let's go, man. Drive it. Drive.
Your left side, Vasily, your left side. Your left side, your left side.
Man behind, Joe. Man behind. Man behind.
Hold right there, buddy. Left shoulder.
Ball. His shoulder.
That's it.
Go, Michael. Keep going, Michael. Keep going, Mike. Keep going, Mike. Go. Well done, kid. You're on. 2-on-1.
Finish.
Next one. George, come on in, drop.
Bruninho.
Sydney, drop a little. Come on, Lynn. Pull. Good. Show him, Sydney.
Let's move it!
Move the ball. Hold the ball. Bravo, Bruno. Hey, drop 5 yards. Drop 5.
Let's find the switch! Bruno, up!
Behind you, Saeed.
Hey!
Come on, Ovan. Good, Jelani. Bruno! Come on!
He's on.
Put your leg in. Let him foul you. Get that extra step in. Get the touch of the ball. He'll kill you. Red card.
Hey, you gotta show!
You have to fight the body for the fucking team. I think I'm crippled. Right, Martin?
Move it!
Move out! Get out!
Higher. Michelle wide. Michelle wide.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come
Let's see. Come on, Oban, they're looking for you. I see. Hold it. They're looking for you. Let's hold it. Hey. What's him? What's him? Oh, okay. Good. Yes. Listen to me.
Mikey, City!
Go,
Jelani!
Jelani, up. Go, Jelani. Yes, Gino, you gotta play higher. Come on, that guy sucks, man. Straight up. Straight up. Give each other for the fucking ball. Drop. Time.
Right.
Back in, Michelle.
Again, watch your right shoulder.
Hold on, quicker.
Let's press!
Hey, you're being too predictable there. You're looking at him for 3 seconds. Play on the ball earlier. Play the ball earlier.
Play your game, man.
Play the ball earlier. Let's go, wake up, let's go.
Hey, shut up, man. Hey.
Play, let's go.
Play, don't get stuck, man. Come on, play.
Get to that!
Jump, Steve, and make sure we keep a compact unit. Gino, you're going to have to play a bit higher with the ball over the top. Nothing with you guys. Ovan, stay in the game, man, come on.
Fica aí, mano. Fica aí. Fica aí. Switch!
Bom! Vem cá, vem cá! Take him, Bruno!
No shot! No shot!
Step. Get no help. Okay. Bravo, Vasily.
Go, Mikey!
Go. Hey, hold on.
Good ball. Good time, guys.
Come back! Where's the midfield? Harry!
Let him run channel.
Come on, let's open up.
Hey. Don't foul.
Hey!
That's the yellow.
Ref, somebody can do that, ref.
Right there.
Hey, Raf.
Ocho!
10 had the net. Gianluca! Finish me, come on.
Time boss.
Right idea.
You have a lot of time on the ball. You have a lot of time on the ball. Stay high.
Side! Yeah, the main thing is the counter, man. Stop the counter. Go to 10. Yes, Bruno!
What's the shot?
Good idea! Keep it up! Go!
I know, but it makes more sense.
Oh, Bruno. Hey, you guys talk to
Let's go, Doxa. Come on, boys. Let's pick it up.
Hey! That's fine, man. Play more, Chef!
Come on, Michelle. Hey, yes, Jack.
Hear me now? All right. Sorry about that, guys. Had a little issue with turning on the mic, but it's good now thanks to Mike, which no pun intended there. It's the Hellenic Derby between top of the table Doxa and playoff contending New York Greek Americans. Here comes a nice setup and a shot towards goal, and it's wide. Just checking to see
Everything sounds pretty good. Get the levels up. You guys hear me? Let's see. Can always check. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So to give a little bit of breakdown between the two sides here, Doxa, of course, they're celebrating their 60th anniversary as a club. Of course, that was not continuous. There was as many clubs come and go inactive, there was a spell where there wasn't anything going. They made their return back in 2007. Here come the Greek Americans. Cross it to the middle. Oh, nice save! He really had to leap out there. But this Doxa side really rebuilt itself in a Liverpool-style fashion. I spoke to Coach Graffis about it earlier. He was involved for the last 5 years, and only about a little bit less than 9 years ago, Doxa were fighting consecutive seasons from relegation from the CSL D1, going into a playoff contending team, finishing about, I think, third place last season in the EPSL. And to now starting this campaign with 8 straight wins, a shot towards goal, and he sails over the net. 8 consecutive wins to start off the season before being taken down by Lansdowne at home. But nonetheless, a very excellent side, having a lot of consistent wins across teams. So like the Pancyprians, the Greeks here, they actually started off the season at Maritime. 1-0 win to Doxa. Definitely the type of win they need. This is always the type of fixture that everyone puts on their calendar, the Hellenic Derby. Of course, we were supposed to have this match played back on March 13th at nighttime. There was that little squall, as they call it. Squall where it's like a little hailstorm of some sort. Of course, didn't last that long. In retrospect, we probably could have played that match, but it's always better to reschedule to a nicer weather date. Today is perfect weather in the mid-50s. Not too warm, not too cold, just a little bit of sweater weather. Of course, if you're playing, this is the perfect type of warmth for your body to run around. There's Ovan Oakley punting it forward. Greeks defense, which has kept them as contenders for the playoffs, and was the key factor in their win against Lansdowne in the Anissa Amateur Cup final. The Greeks are playing Newtown Pride at Newtown High School in Sandy Hook, Connecticut this Saturday at 6 o'clock. Their defense is so solid, mainly in plenty of credit to the recruits from Hofstra, some of which I think these players being scouted by the more, I guess, well-off semi-pro sides and even some pro sides looking at some of these players. There was actually a prospective keeper that the Greeks could have pulled up, but he got signed by the Red Bulls. I don't remember his name because it's obviously something in Greek, and I don't speak Greek to naturally remember some of these names. Doxa have some pretty tough fixtures on their hand, though. They have Zum Schneider, they have Celtic, they have Lansdowne, of course. But they're the first team to make the playoffs from the Metropolitan Conference. The 35-36 point marker was sealed. Actually, it's the point gap in which the Greek Americans can no longer surpass Doxa on the table. But that's not what the Greeks have as their objectives. Their objective is just making it to the playoffs. They acknowledge their slow start to the season. They have a very quality side now. especially with a lot of the recruits, including the talents of Matthew Vowinkle, who's been attributed to 7 goals already. Of course, they have the signings of Chris Katona, who pretty much meant to be a goal scorer, but has been a lot more productive in creating chances on the wing. And very much an asset. So kind of reminds you of what's his name, Olivier Giroud on the French side. Usually a goal scorer, but really played more of a assisting role. He pretty much leaked over his opponent to head that ball. Here comes Doxa. Bit of contact on the face against Ovan Oakley, and he's complaining why there wasn't a more aggressive call against that. Ovan Oakley. Bit of a good goal scorer himself. Not exactly sure his goal scoring count this season. This is technically the first Doxa home game I've done since I mean the company technically has done December 5th, but I was last here in November. Well, the referee's going to call a free kick to Doxa. 23 minutes, and it's still scoreless between these two Hellenic sides. For those of you unfamiliar with the term Hellenic, fun fact, Greece is not actually called Greece. Well, I think the locals call it Hellas, but if you look at the official constitutional name, here come the Greeks. He's got space in front of him. He's going to take this, and he's going to score! The Greeks take advantage of the breakaway, and they get the opening goal in the 25th minute. Coach Graffis did say that he would be dealing with 6 of his regular starters on the field. And the Greek Americans, of course, taking advantage of that. Nice breakaway and an amazing finish. Caught the goalkeeper by surprise, slipped it past him on the left side, and Greeks lead. So yeah, back to what I was saying before. The constitutional name of Greece is the Third Hellenic Republic. So therefore, good significance of calling things Hellenic. Hellas, get it? Doxa a little fired up as they really want to win this Metropolitan Conference title. The prize money is just, I think it's the greatest part. You actually get more prize money winning the Metropolitan Conference than you do actually winning the EPSL altogether. Of course, winning the double is a great advantage. It's $10,000 to win the Metropolitan Conference, $7,500 to win the EPSL overall. So whoever wins the double there, which Lansdowne did last year, big payday. Here come the Greeks again. Dribbling around, keeping options open. Nice little chip pass there. He's into the box. He's going to cross. Plenty of space there, headed out by the Doxa defense. He wins the ball back. He's cutting around. He sends it wide. Setting up for the cross. Cleared out, but right back to the feet of the Greeks. 2v1. Oakley wins that ball back. He's going to drive it down. 2v1. Oh, he gets past his first man. He's looking to beat his second. Good at carrying the ball. He didn't lose possession at all. He passes it. Falanga, I think. good shot towards goal. Oh, he's set up, but he's offsides. Ovan Oakley, very quick with his feet, not afraid of anybody who comes at him, which is why I think a lot of the aggressive tackles go against him. He's also not afraid to celebrate goals. He'll celebrate in the most overjoyous fashion possible. Maybe that also has impact with defenders tackling him. Oh, nice slide tackle there, and he gets the ball back, but he seems like he sort of tripped on himself. It's not a Hellenic derby without your share of little brawls. Not so much a brawl, an accostment. Referee not having any of it. Looking like he's pulling his cards out while the arguments are being made. I actually have to really commend the lighting in this place. It really helps with the picture quality on camera. Free kick opportunity to Doxa. They need at least another 10 points to win this title. They're just 1 point ahead of the Pancyprians, who made a tremendous comeback, doing the double over the Greeks, winning the series against Lansdowne, which is hard to do. Another team that had a slow start to the season, but very quickly became Doxa's biggest title rival. Greek Atlas with the ball. Good last-minute pass there. He's driving it down, waiting for his reinforcements. He's going to switch it to the right. Nice one pass. What a slide tackle by Doxa to get it out. Taken out of the danger zone. Oakley. Oakley again. Good dribble. Greek defense still very disciplined. Just got confirmation who the goal scorer was. Etienne Body. And maybe he could get a brace. Good switch center. Oh, he tried through passing that to his winger, but I don't think the winger anticipated the run. Greeks have a bit of a congested schedule on their hands. Good dribbling there against 4 men. His Body crossing. And a shot, or more of like a pass back to Body. Pancyprians. Doxa taking that ball. It's not a Doxa game if you're not doing the aggressive tackles. That was a pretty solid one there. And he's feeling it. I like both kits, in all fairness, but I really like the almost Ayak inspired Doxa kits. Through pass. Body. Picked away. He tried to cut back, but he trips him over. Half-hour mark, and the Greeks are up 1-0 off a Etienne body goal. Looks legit, right? Wait till you bust out the multiple angles, which I could do. Ruben wins the ball. Here's Oakley. Driving down the left side. Passing center. Switch to the far end. Doxa patiently looking for that opportunity to equalize. Playing it into the 18-yard box. Ball not fast enough. But the pressure's still on there to push the ball back for a goal kick. Oh, wow. Good patient defense there. Gotta love that. Defense, of course, was the key to the Greeks' sole European Championship in the 2004 edition. 2 wins over Portugal, upset wins over then defending European champions France. It's only fitting in spirit to play that similar style of play to win some titles. Good little slip pass there and shot! What a save! Greeks almost made it too. Good build up from Doxa, but that last pass just didn't cut it. He tried to head it forward, but it went to the opposing team's side and an attempted clearance to redeem themselves, but unsuccessful. An attempted through ball by Ovan Oakley, but it's back in the Greeks' possession. The pressure. Oh, he tried pushing that ball forward, but he couldn't run towards it. I think he was offsides there. So he didn't attempt to go for it. He knew he was offsides. Offside. I know Harris is going to watch this eventually. It's funny how he didn't eventually become the trigger for this weird mannerism I developed where I kept saying offsides. I don't know why I started saying that. I think... Just passing around on the back. Drawing the Doxa offense forward to draw some men away. Deep dispossessed. Greeks charging forward. He's crossing it short. Headed out, but it's going to be a Greeks corner. Great game so far. It's the 5th place versus the 1st place, but they may as well be fighting for the title. I learned the other day that there will be only one representative from the Metropolitan Conference going to the EPSL Final Four. In the last year, it was 2. And, of course, those 2 representatives met each other in the final. But this time around, it's only going to be one team. So if the Greeks can squeeze that 4th position, they would likely, and say, Doxa keep first, they would likely face each other at this venue again sometime in June, which is ironically would have been the original makeup date for this match. Wouldn't that have been something? Imagine meeting up here and then a week later in the playoffs. I can think of several occasions where that happened. The Houston Dynamo and the LA Galaxy, when the LA Galaxy had already qualified. Actually, they had won the Supporters' Shield back in 2011. They lost their final game of the season in 2011 to the Dynamo, and then the Dynamo met them at MLS Cup, losing 1-0 off a Robbie Keane goal. So that's the case. The number 1 seed doesn't automatically go to the Final Four like they did last year. It would be 1v4 and 2v3 with the higher seed hosting. Doxa playing their home games lately in New Rochelle. Not sure how many of the administrators actually reside in New Rochelle. I think it was just a convenient field. They traditionally played out of parks like actually Gaelic Park for a good amount of time, playing out of the Bronx, Queens. Of course, the Greeks playing mostly out of Queens, with stints in Nassau County and SUNY Maritime. Fields hard to come by, especially in the world of grassroots soccer. It's getting more and more expensive. And quite frankly, the fields aren't even that great in quality. I do have to say, this field tonight, not the normal Doxa field. The normal one would be behind us. This is a secondary field. I think it's a very high quality. I actually like this better. Good setup there. Taken away. Oakley. Doxa just getting the numbers up there. So they take an overload. An attempt at a header, but the keeper jumped out and saved that. He's going to bow down to confirm that the play is dead. An attempted shot over the net. Nice through pass there. Voltaire. Cross center. He's got space in front of him. Definitely that Doxa defense panicked, but they acted very quickly to get that ball back. We're into stoppage time. Greeks still leading 1-0 away at Facina Park. Actually, this is the Skidelsky field. Oh, he's got the space in front of him. Is that Bullwinkle? Take it down. Referee's going to blow that whistle for halftime. It was a body goal to put the Greeks ahead at Skidelsky Field. We'll be right back. And we're back. We were treated to a very good game of soccer so far, but it's not close to being over. A lot can happen in the second half. Actually, let me take this opportunity to quickly adjust the tensioner a bit. I think both teams desperately want to win this match, of course, but I think the more frustrated right now would probably be Doxa because they really want to win that number 1 seed. They technically never won a major trophy like this, at least not in years, and they're just weeks away from that opportunity. Always nice to see spectators, despite the amount of folks on their phones, including Fody there. Oh, second half kicks off. Time to push that timer. There you go. Oh, I have to put there's no real sponsors on this, but I'll put the Doxa logo up in a sec. Greeks in the controlling seat here, controlling position. Oh, picked off. Oh, what a tackle. Last time these two met wasn't in the regular season, was actually in the National Amateur Cup Anissa semifinal. I actually was supposed to cover that match, but the snow kind of prevented me from having the equipment out. I would have honestly totaled everything. But the Greeks actually came out on top 2-1 in that match. It seems like after that first game, actually I would say Greeks have actually won 2 of the last 3 matchups. They won 2-0 at the Metropolitan Oval in 2020. Doxa won the season opener 1-0. And the Greeks won 2-1. And with the lead today would make 3 wins in the last 4 meetings. Of course, Doxa, great example of community club growth. Ball picked off of Oakley.
Hey, linesman, now I'm talking. You haven't spoke. Pick in front of you, help him. Maybe he needs it.
I know, Mike, I feel like cracking my back too. I actually forgot to DVR Better Call Saul. Episode 2 on right now. Hopefully they'll play dozens of reruns, or I'll have to watch it on the AMC app. Such a great series. The first 2 episodes actually got 100% of Rotten Tomatoes. But this game is obviously more important. I just got to remember not to check the Reddit and group chats with all the spoilers. Pretty sure someone's watching Better Call Saul knowing that they're going to watch a recording of this match and are saying, please no spoilers, right? What we need to do is, picked off. What we need to do is get one of those Greek cable stations to carry these matches. Forgot what the name of that one. There you go. Antenna TV. It would be great if this could be on Antenna. That's one of those Greek cable stations. I think the Antenna. I really thought they were going to use my feed, but they ended up sending their own team to pre-record the Greeks Pancyprians match back in December, and they put it on a Greek TV and daytime television offsides to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the Greek Americans. Greek Americans. Founded now officially 76 years ago. Make sure I get the founder's name right. I know he was a track runner. Tom Laris. An Olympian who won a Greek American representation in the amateur soccer world, competing in what was then the German American Soccer League, becoming the Cosmopolitan Soccer League as a consequence of the Cosmos forming. Cosmos' original teams was more or less a all-star team of the Cosmopolitan League. Mike's just shaking his head here, wondering how I'm saying this without a teleprompter. It's interesting to note that the Greeks are one of the few teams in this league to have played in the CONCACAF Champions League back when it was the Champions Cup. And this was less than 35 years ago. So in some of our lifetimes, stars such as John Linos appearing in an Open Cup final, I think probably back in '89. I mean, of course, that's before my time. I'm born in '93. But it's like really, really not that long ago. Many of us are actually, control right in front of the box, but the Greek defense acts quickly. Good work there, and he creates space. He's got an open field in front of him. It's interesting to know that many of us or actually our birthdays are closer to the moon landing than they are to the present. It's really surreal. Good body trap there. Sometimes the things I appreciate the most watching soccer is just how somebody can control a ball from any direction at any speed, just stopping it dead straight and doing whatever they want with it. It's just it's to me it's a lot more fascinating than scoring a goal. I mean, just the weight of the pass, the weight of the control. Look at that. He's got it. He's open. He sets him up. Oh, nice. Attempted a tap in. The goalkeeper reacted very quickly, diving down to just get a touch with his hand and stopping it cold. A quick attempt at a counter. Futile in its attempt. You gotta go to bed. We'll chill a little bit after. Good one there. Good drive. He tried crossing that center. Oh, he still got one. Blocked. Actually, Coach Graffis there is right. It's all about that first touch. Ooh, Oakley going down again. Doxa still playing on. Oakley dribbling right. Hey, just keep going for his legs. Oh, Oakley wins the ball, but the play is dead.
All ball, ref, come on. He fought to win this ball back. You took it away from him.
Free kick to Doxa. Headed towards, and it's wide. Too bad these guys don't get to play these games earlier in the day for the audience in Greece to watch. What is it, a 7-hour time difference? 8 hours maybe? 7? 7? So it's in Central European time. A little bit of contact off the hand. Be interesting if the Greeks could somehow win all these games 1-0. Ducks always seem to have pretty high scoring games in their half. Actually, I think the most underwhelming result they've had in a win was when they only won 2-0 against New Amsterdam. But they're pretty sure they played a lot of their bench. We're at the hour mark, and the Greeks are still up 1-0 off a body goal. Right off the defender. Talk about being a wall. Good play. He's going to be a little more patient with that. Spread things out. Across. Oh, headed towards the net. What a save.
Get in front of him, Cindy! Get in front of that goalie! Well done, Jelani, that's better, that's what we need! Help him! Hey, you see the hole!
Good long ball. He's going to chase it. He probably gave up on it already. The keeper was pretty much claimed it. Good pass there. Seems like when Doxa have possession of the ball, they always keep their 3 players in a triangle compact. It's kind of like a semi-tiki-taka.
Come on, squeeze them in! Squeeze them in! That's it! Come on!
And a shot too high. Really thought that he would have played that in. He had his options in the triangle.
Ball. He had like options like 2 guys right. He could have just passed it to.
It's coming to you. Come on. Okay. Let's go, boys. Low ball. Well done, Yellow. What a ball.
Good ball. Can he chip that one over? The keeper clears that out. I think he hesitated a little too much. That would have been a good opportunity to just scoop it over the keeper, but the keeper, I think, intimidated him. Playing out on the far side. Oh, Bowinkle. Oh, he did his best to get that ball up. Good cut. Love the dancing with the ball right there. Before he could clear out, the Greeks went down on a slide tackle.
Cabrera, let's go. Hey, Cabrera, right wing back.
Good ball there. Oh, he's open! Can he finish that one? Nice save. I tell you, I'd say the Doxa keeper is the man of the match so far. I think the Greeks would have been up 3-0 by now without him. Another shot! Greeks just firing away. I think as the clock keeps going, they get more and more momentum. Keep in mind, the Greeks can't surpass Doxa in the standings, but they can still make the playoffs, which is their number one objective right now. They have their game on Saturday in the National Amateur Cup, but they're definitely playing a pretty strong roster here to keep the league on their radar. Handball. So what, he's officially called the match official? Oh, he's the fourth official. Okay. So he's just in charge of like saying you can make the sub and stuff like that?
Well, the fourth official is responsible for stuff that happens between the benches. Pre-game duties, make sure everybody's properly equipped.
And rostered up, yeah.
Rostered. It's quite a difficult job. She also has to maintain.
Well, you got the most contact with the benches and the coaches. Yeah, everyone's kind of fired up. Good. Oh, Ruben's definitely had an unbelievable match. Dead stop right there. Good work. Doxa less than 20 minutes away. They don't want to lose ground to the Penn Cyprians. Penn Cyprians actually play next Saturday against Zoom Schneider, so that's gonna be a tough match for them. So everyone wants Doxa to slip here. Good one touch. The keeper slid out to make sure that stayed away from the net. Although that would have been a really great one-touch finish, unless he was offsides anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Offside, I know I'm conquering that. I'm conquering that weird mannerism. I wish I could investigate where that started, but
There's only one side of the field you can be off on.
you know the thing is, I think I heard it in one of those like 2006 World Cup commentaries where they said it by mistake, and the way he said it was so dramatic that it's like stuck in my head. It was the France-Brazil game where Henry scored off that nice Zinedine Zidane free kick. Good control there. I love that. That was, I mean, even though he didn't really get to his target, I just love the way he controlled that. Oh. And the Greeks just so disciplined with the defense. It's amazing. But the way Doxa just built up with the triangles, just another fascinating thing to watch. Sometimes it's not. I hate to sound like one of those snobs. Sometimes it's not all about the scoring. I know some people like the 5-4 games and the things like that, but think about it. Those are the sloppiest games ever. That's when the goalkeeper is completely messed up. Defense is all asleep. Like, they always do say the perfect game is the scoreless game, which is, hate to say it, but that just means that everybody was on point. Doesn't mean the goal scorers weren't on point. Because, they're hitting the targets. It means the defense was 100% on point. Soccer is unfortunately one of those sports where you're just playing. It's a game of chess where you're just waiting for someone to slip up for you to get it in the net. I mean, look at the Gergen press today. It's all about playing against the other team's mistakes, forcing them to make a mistake, like right here. The Greeks come charging up. Good dribble. Good setup. He tries taking it low, deflected, but they get themselves a corner kick. 15 minutes left. Greeks still winning 1-0 at Skidelsky Field here in New Rochelle. Not much made out of that. I'd say both coaches are getting frustrated. Greeks know that they could have scored a couple more. Ducks, on the other hand, know that they could have come from behind. Good control there. And people are starting to get a little bit tired. The goalkeeper had to run out and stop that one. Putting the pressure on to make sure they couldn't clear that one out. They're keeping their numbers up forward and high. Greeks, it's a little more difficult for them to clear it out this time. The Doxa players are marking everybody. Here's a long ball attempt. He's got a player in front of him. He cuts past him. He falls down. His support's there. Oh, that's a near finish, and they double their lead. The Greeks played calm all game, and they're paying dividends. They're up 2-0 on the road. I don't think many people saw this result coming. This is a very encouraging result if you're Lansdowne or some Schneider or Pancyprians. They're leaving the Metropolitan Conference title race pretty open. It's kind of similar to what happened to Doxa last year. They had such a good run going, and they just kind of let it slip away. This could be the wake-up call that really turns on the Jets for Doxa in the last 3 matches. I'd be afraid if I was any other team that had to face Doxa in the next 3 weeks, because they're going to be on the warpath, and it's very likely that they could get that 8-win streak again, headed towards goal, and he jumps up to save. Offside flag is up again. Less than 10 minutes. Greeks in a comfortable position to come out of this field with 3 points. Of course, Doxa can say this had a lot to do with the starters missing, injuries and all that stuff. Nonetheless, they're definitely in the playoffs. Here's the setup. Can they make it 3? Keeps it in line. He switches across the back. He's going to drive down. Oh, nice. Nice dribble there. I'm pretty sure Doxa will at least score before the final whistle. I'd be shocked if they didn't. And straight for goal. Oh, can he chip this one over the keeper? He does. It's an open net. It's going to go in there, and I was right. Doxa do pull one back. He actually should have done that before. A little bit of a altercation there, but Doxa do pull one back. It's 2-1. Anything can happen in these last 8 minutes.
Make sure you're holding the time.
And their Ducks are just like that, are back in the game. Oh, picked off. Oh, he's open. He's still onside. No, he's not. He's offside. I don't know. From this angle, it looked like he was just behind the line, but you obviously you got more. I got a former referee right next to me. Of course, you got more experience knowing what that was like. Oh, right back into action. Everyone's all fired up. All fired up here. Bad turnover there. Definitely offside. I'm surprised he didn't have the flag up before to let him know.
You have to wait for them to get directly involved.
No, but sometimes they have the flag up before waving it, right? To kind of let you know. No warning.
Well, when they wave it, that indicates something.
No. What I'm saying is, but if they just simply lifted it. Ooh, another nice save. Oh, but it's still at the door. A simple touch could have put that over the line and equalized the game, but the keeper pulled the heroics to keep the Greeks in the lead. Greeks have collapsed before. They collapsed against Manhattan Celtic. They had the lead, and then they slipped up in the last 8 minutes, conceding 2. They don't want to. I'm pretty sure they want to say a repeat of that, but Doxa feel like they could do it. Here comes Doxa again. It's all about a race, foot race. Keeper stops that play. Less than 3 minutes until stoppage time. Ask him how much time we might have. I think he's tabulating it now, right? You gonna text him? Okay. I just learned that you'll find out probably in about another minute. It's all about a communication between the referees and the assistants.
Yeah, the referee usually has a system of indicating how much time he wants to have.
Doxa setting up. Setting up to get those options going. Oh, he sent that too far back. Left him open to a turnover. See, it's when you got to... It seems like when they have to pass too far, the triangles where it turns into a 50-50 ball. Greeks picked that one off. Oh, he's open. He's going to take a shot. Blocked, but they get the corner kick. Just about a minute until stoppage time. About 1 minute. 89th minute. Corner kick for the Greek Americans, hoping that they can get that insurance goal. Oh, he takes a short. That tricked me there. Control. Set center. And cleared out. How much he said? 4 minutes of stoppage time. At least 4. Well, there was a good chunk of people just lying down on the ground. Yeah. You had at least 3 injuries. Where guys were just kind of chilling there. Of course, I don't think there were any like full-time trainers available tonight, but not that they were really needed. But it was just like some of the yeah. So there you have it. About 4 minutes of stoppage time at least. Blocked, and they're going to get another corner kick. The Greeks. Definitely, I would say the neutral audience is surprised to see the results so far.
Somebody drop! Drop!
Of course, they're going to do what most teams do when they lead. Just play around with it in the corner. Oh, another slide there. Not something you exactly want to do right now. Waste time. Only, a lot of times when you waste time in the stoppage time, they don't add on to it. But I do remember there was a Revolution Red Bulls game where they tried doing all the additional substitutions in the stoppage time, and the referee opted to give more stoppage time on top of it just as a result. Keep in mind, just because they say 4 minutes of stoppage time is not necessarily a set in stone thing. The referee has discretion to pretty much choose when he wants to end the game. For all intents and purposes, he can opt to have no stoppage time whatsoever. So it's this might be Doxa's last chance. Attempted a header. Oh, just so close.
Dangerous! Any position you want in the ball. Just keep the ball out.
Looks like no. I take that back. Less than 30 seconds till the minimum part of stoppage time comes to a conclusion. It's possible that the referee could add another minute. It's kind of funny. These clocks that I set up, I don't put more than 15 minutes of stoppage time on top of it. So I'd be shocked if somehow it actually went over that. The clock would literally just freeze. It's one of those things. I don't know if any of you folks ever watched Doug, but there was an episode of Doug where Doug saw he was running for student body president, and the school newspaper had the result already published that the other guy won. And he's like, why would you do that? He's like, He's like, the printing takes so long. He's like, I have to basically write the future. So in my case, I have to predict that there can't possibly be more than 15 minutes of stoppage time. Oh, what happened there? One final corner kick to Doxa. Almost at 5 minutes past the 90-minute mark. This could be a crucial point for Doxa. Cleared out. Oh, at the death. Still battling in there. Wow, I can't believe it. Whistle blown. This Hellenic derby goes to the New York Greek Americans. And to celebrate, you get your last-minute mini scuffle. Crucial 3 points for the Greek Americans. Bit of a hiccup there for Doxa, who are trying to contend for the #1 seed in the playoffs and the lucrative prize that comes with it. Of course, if I were anybody facing Doxa in the next 3 weeks, I'd be definitely afraid because they're going to be definitely fired up to try to seal the trophy. So, hope you guys enjoyed the match. Have a good night.